see this. We're a classy establishment here at RSP. That's it. Mike, how's it going?
It's going good.
Good. You can sit wherever you'd like.
Hey, how you guys doing?
We're glad to have you here. Before we got, I know there's some of the rest of the teams coming in, and there'll be a game if we have time for it later. But we're here for time for us, you guys. We're here for you guys. And one of the things that somebody mentioned, and you know it's going to come up during this panel before too long anyway, was a favorite moment was movie madness.
Yeah.
And each of you got to play out your own different scene. And I know once everybody gets here, we'll all have memories and stories on that. But I feel like watching that was fun.
I'm gonna
sit in the light. Yeah. I'm not nothing negative about our experience here, but it's just such a weird random setup. But
I feel sorry.
yeah. Hey, you want to set that ring light up? We honest to goodness, but it's fun either way. But
Since we're early, I'm sorry guys. I'm just wrangling the boys and then.
Thank you. That's it. Keeping them in line. Trying to keep them in line.
Do I smell that? Do I smell it?
Every time you move down, she
I know, right? She just
down.
like.
Testing. Is this on? Okay.
I think she's
There
just
it is.
being nice. I think because I smell that.
I didn't mean to interrupt, but whenever, this is from the day of being on the show, infamously, I was always the first one on set. And it trickled down into the Comic-Con world. So whenever there's photo ops and
She ain't lying because we used to live together.
Like, I got a wrangle.
We used to live together, and I would be late
I
like
saw
30
Vernon,
minutes.
and then he says, "Come get me." I said, "I just."
Please welcome the Red Ranger, Jason Faunt. Thanks for coming out, man. Yeah, we got a great group for you guys. Everybody's loving Time Force. Oh man. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, I was always actually late. They would like send one of the PAs to come to my house, and
Did that really happen?
no, like there's been like 5 times they came to my house and dragged me out of bed. Like I mean, it's different now because I'm an adult and I wake up at 3-4 in the morning. But when I was young and I was immature, I would sleep until like 3 in the afternoon. Like, you couldn't wake me up. I was done. And I think there's numerous pictures of me on set sleeping too during the movie madness. There's like pictures of me in our chair, and I'm just like this. All my pictures of me sleeping in the set. Who likes sleeping here, man? Like, right? Who likes showers and sleep? Yeah. Man, you guys are my people.
It's comfortable. You're just in there. The water hits you.
Like my wife and I, we take a shower every night together. Not to get too personal, but you know. But that's all right. Hey,
ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the Green Ranger, Kevin Kleinberg, Rancid himself, Vernon Wells, the one and only Erin Cahill, so beautiful to see.
the Pink Ranger.
And where did Dan?
Cahill.
And that's everybody important, I think, right? Except for the man himself, the legend. From San Jose, California, weighing in at 210 pounds, he's the Quantum Defender, the champion.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Give it up for Southworth.
Let's get ready to rumble!
What a time.
Take forever.
Rancid forever. Oh man, welcome to the show. Welcome to Rangerstop and Pop, everybody. What an amazing, electrifying experience to have an entire cast together. It's actually really rare to get an entire team of heroes together all at once. Erin, right here in the middle where you belong. Even though it's dark, but right here. Center of attention, surrounded by the boys and girls of one of the greatest Power Ranger teams. And I realized that they're, cheer for that.
What did you say? Just take out the word one. Take out the word one.
It really is. I gotta meet the Lightspeed guys in a few minutes.
Oh yeah. Okay. All right. We'll be sensitive.
But no, the reality of it is.
Now we're the greatest season ever.
Yeah, right. Now, what's really cool about Time Force is everyone's here because of that. I think it changed. The show was different that year. for a variety of reasons. And does any one of you, as a cast member of the series, did you feel that it was different than previous Power Rangers?
Yes.
Yeah. And Dan, you had worked on Power Rangers for a good while, right?
Too long. But I knew the show was going to be special because of how different it was. I don't know if these guys knew, because I don't know how versed they were with the universe before they came on. But I knew, and then these guys were amazing actors. So I was pretty happy that they had turned me down for all the other roles I auditioned for. Because they said I was too intense, and that I got a chance to be working with these guys.
There was, before you all got here,
We love you too, Dan.
Yeah, exactly.
We love you too.
I just want to say, though, that ringing your helmets is so passé, you guys.
Like, we don't know who you are.
No, leave it up.
Debbie, I got mine out.
My goodness. I will say, though, before we got here, we were talking, some people were talking their favorite episodes, their favorite moments. One thing I said was, I did think that your character was probably one of the best written in the franchise of the show, based on where you came from and grew, and how you played that as well. I know you wanted him to die, right? But I just think the way
Are
that...
you kidding me? That would mean that I wouldn't have any work if he died.
I love that. The true actor's answer. Wouldn't that be cool? It would be if there wasn't a sequel. Yeah.
And I come back.
I love that. But the cool thing about Time Force is it was not afraid to do things a little bit differently. One of the fans out here mentioned that their favorite episode was the time that Trip had to defend another mutant who wasn't necessarily the bad guy or the villain of the story, but thought, oh, he's a mutant, we're taking him down, I don't care what he looks like, we're shooting him. Paraphrasing. Yeah. But that spoke a lot to that. And I wanted to ask you, Kevin, about that episode specifically, or any other focus episodes for Trip, how you got to bring what you got to bring to that.
Well, I think Trip was just a good character, just like a authentically good-natured character, and I think
That's
Just literally just like you, Kevin.
Yeah.
Like literally,
Thank
that's
you.
Kevin.
yes,
I love that.
That's right. So that is true.
I think that's a compliment. Yeah.
So yeah, no, it was a great episode. It was very memorable. A lot of fans bring that up. Just I think it really touches the heartstrings a bit. So sticking up for what's right, and just having integrity. Things are good morals. So yeah.
Not too bad.
Thank you.
Yeah, exactly. Again, like you. Thank you. Erin up here,
Thank you.
even without the microphone, is so inspirational to everybody. She's like, just like you, Kevin, you're great, you got this. Like, she's like cheerleading her team right now. I mean, it's what you do.
For each other. Like,
Yeah, and that shows in real life, though, because seeing you guys on the TV is great chemistry, but some people work together, and they're a group of 5 people who have a job that they have to do, and then some people remember that and love it. And what a unique thing, though, to come back. This is for anybody who wants to comment on it. 2001 was a couple of years back. I mean, you're doing a thing, and now here we are talking about this as this full group. One Tree Hill was around that time for you as well. Yeah, let's give it up for. There it is. He's done a lot of things. Was One Tree Hill before Power Rangers?
No, it was after. Power Rangers was my very first audition. So
Ever?
Ever. And it was my very first job. And then
So he doesn't really have any idea how Hollywood's supposed to work, and
I had no clue. Like Dan said, I had
so
no
hard about
clue
it.
whether it was. I didn't know if it was a good season, not so good. But I did feel something special. However, through the years, I've been in the business now 25 years. There's nothing been magical like we had in terms of the camaraderie and the brotherhood and sisterhood that we have as a Time Force cast. Even though I did all this other stuff, there's never been nothing that touched our Power Ranger cast for sure. Oh yeah, they had to wait for me to turn 18 until we started. So my birthday's November 13th.
Oh, wow,
They were
yeah.
supposed to start in I think October, and then they pushed it till literally after that, because otherwise they would have to pay all this money because I'm underage.
Right, exactly.
Taking advantage of me.
Oh, yeah,
Just kidding. I'm so innocent.
Such is the way. Oh, yeah. That's it. That innocence remains to this day, ladies and gentlemen. He's a saint. You can see it there. No, but as we're going down the line, just one person at a time, briefly. Erin.
I wanted to
Yeah.
because I didn't want to distract. These are Mikey's glasses, and I just thought they were like so cool. So I was like, I gotta try some.
Those are pretty cool.
I feel instantly
Those-
cooler. Also, Jody.
You kind of look like Tony Stark. Yeah. Like Tony Stark from Iron Man. Like, you know.
Yeah, I am Iron Man.
You definitely look balling. Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Oh, wow. If all of a sudden I just became.
You're the coolest one in the room. That's how it happens. You know. But that's fun.
Like, we're so cool.
Those are pretty darn cool.
I need to sell my own hair product too, right?
They-
Like,
If you think so, go for it. Yeah.
This was always
Don't let your dreams be dreams. Yeah. See, that's it. They're good glasses. Look at Kevin. Yeah.
You'll be able to purchase them soon. They're my own design. I'm just working. Yeah, I'm still working them through it.
Is that not a joke? You're serious?
No, I'm serious. It's a design I've been working on. So.
Oh, good. So well, they're promoting his new sunglass design. That's really cool.
Inspired by, Dita is the company that has the Tony Stark. But,
Yeah.
And I bought the Dita pair. They're like $1,500, and I lost them. Oh! I got the Mach 8s. The Tony wore the Mach 3s, and I was so mad. And after that, I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna make my own line. And then I started like working on because I always love sunglasses. It's been my thing. So yeah, this is one of our first prototypes, and then working on some other ones right now. So soon you'll be able to get some.
By the way, I don't know if you guys saw, when you were like, I bought him and then I lost him, I was like,
There goes.
that just makes me like,
Yeah.
It sucks.
It's so tough to buy.
ear tags that are like really small. You can put on your
It's
actually,
that could be in your right there.
actually
That's
that could be part of
There's
the
your tag that
process.
goes right in the earpiece.
Hey Roger, add that to the.
See, that's it. Roger. That's good. Erin, bringing it down to you just briefly here. Being a Pink Ranger that had a much more of a leadership role than perhaps previous years, and we can. Being a de facto person who did, when you prepared for Power Rangers, I don't know if you watched any of the shows with Amy Jo or the others, but like none of those Pink Rangers were engaged to somebody who traveled through time and then met their great ancestor, and then that person turned out to be a jerk that they were engaged to. Like the other Pink Rangers, kind of up to that point, had not done that stuff.
yeah.
And how did you prepare for that? But even more so than that, now, what people are still talking to you all the time about this show, right?
Yeah. Well, okay, first of all, I have something in my right eye. I just asked Jason, I'm like, can you see anything? So if you guys see me making weird faces, it's because I'm like, I gotta get something out of my eyeball. And then, none of us would have predicted that 25 years later, we have fans that are so loyal, that are so loving, that are so, And it's like Mikey said, we had no idea what we were walking into. We knew we were walking into, obviously, a piece of history. Because if you say, like, I was the Power Ranger, it's just, it's a piece of history, of human history, all across the world. So that we had kind of had the profundity of, but, like, no idea. Especially for me, I didn't know. I still have women come up to me that are like, I went to college because of you, or I did this because of you, and it's humbling every single time. Every single time. When we were in, it doesn't matter. There's all kinds of crazy stories about like just the love that is.
We are here for those stories, so don't feel free to tell one if you want to. Yeah. We are here for those stories.
Told, like, that I was people's first crushes and people I wouldn't expect.
Oh, yeah,
things like that, which is so complimentary. Also, guys, sometimes makes us just feel old. I'm like, I was your first crush. Oh my God, you're like a fully formed adult. You have but thank you. Like I just couldn't have predicted any of it. I'm so grateful. We love you guys so much, truly. We do.
It's great. The fan makes it happen. Jason, coming on down this way to you. Very, very fun. Playing two different Red Rangers on the same series. Kind of fun, kind of exciting. Wes and Alex were fairly different, but I'm not going to say which did you have more fun playing. That's a silly question. You played Wes almost 100% of the time, comparatively. But when you drew from the two, and especially the times where you were opposite Erin, and playing the stern version of, we need to be uniform, we're a team here, no time to joke around.
That was a good impression.
I would never use that to make fun of Jason, just so everybody knows. But yeah. That was a get to the top of it. It's that's Jason in a nutshell right there. But the scenes like that, just talk about a little bit of that if you remember that. It's years ago, I know, but
You mean about how
the vast different, the difference in character.
You know, it was really cool. Like to piggyback what they were saying is that we had no idea that the series would become that special. Not at all. We did know that we had two veteran actors that were on set that were going to really help lead us in Vernon and Estelle. That was something
Yeah.
I had done some soap opera work before that, but in terms of a lot of on-set things that you wouldn't know in an acting class, learned a ton from these guys, which was invaluable to a bunch of young actors. But the Alex and Wes thing was pretty cool. They told me when we came in, they said, hey, the audition for Wes and Alex was come into the room. It was our season because it was union. They wanted actors.
Yeah.
And they were very, very big on getting strong actors. So they said, come in, read the scene as Wes, leave the room, take 60 seconds, 90 seconds, come back in and do it as Alex. Same scene. And they wanted to see whether it was mannerisms, the way you speak, the way you sit, the way you talk, how much different you could be to have contrasting characters. So that was pretty cool because I knew that it was an acting challenge to show two different sides of myself, and it worked. It worked well. So those scenes were fun. I don't know how much these guys liked it because the Alex-Wes dynamic took all day.
Yeah.
I'd have to go in and black my hair up, and then we'd have to film it, lock the set, go shower the black out, shower everything out. come
Definitely
back.
a lot of sleeping on set.
Yeah. If only you could have found time for a nap, Michael.
We
Yeah,
would sleep in
exactly.
our trailer and be like, just knocking on my door and everything.
Yeah.
Jason's doing his hair again.
Yeah, it was a long thing, but the season was amazing because you look at the dynamic between me and Erin, me and Dan, everybody had the specific roles, and even though it was you think Red and Pink Ranger, everybody in this group was so, perfect in the way they wrote it. So I think every character in our season watching other seasons was so much more involved, which was pretty cool what Time Force did.
I think it's amazing. Yeah, and I think the fans, that's one of the reasons the room is so full every
And
time.
Erin didn't have to act, she had to fall in love with me. How easy was that?
That was the tough part was toning it down for the cameras, right? Exactly. Oh, two microphones for Vernon. There he is. Now, Vernon, I want to come back to you if I can, just to keep the team. I love this man, Vernon Wells Rancic. We don't have villains like this in the franchise very often. There's been a lot of cool characters, a lot of different face characters, but to have a veteran actor, Jace mentioned a second ago, having you and Eddie on the show, it was a dynamic that changed things for Power Rangers. And when there were scenes where there were no Ranger actors in it and it was just the two of you, it was not the same show at all. It was like, this isn't a little kid's show. This is the payoff. The kids that continued to watch that were bullied through school are getting now. This is cool. I don't want to follow that with your thing too, but go on there. Yeah, but pop off if you would. No, about some stuff. Yeah, as the kids are probably saying. And but you came in with a long resume of things. But being an actor of a different, no offense, my friends, that's not what I mean, a different caliber at the time of actor than they were at the time.
Yeah, right.